It's vengeance most foul.
Welcome to Dave's Take. Today we're talking about Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, the newest film from the most loved duo of all time. So Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul is the second featured film in the Wallace and Gromit franchise. The last one was Curse of the Were-Rabbit, but this time, Feathers McGraw is back, and he is the scariest, most terrifying movie antagonist of all time. I love Wallace and Gromit. They are probably the most likable movie characters ever. They are so charming, so much fun, and they haven't had a bad adventure yet. So of course I was excited for this film. The Wrong Trousers and The Curse of the Were-Rabbit are both masterpieces in my opinion. If you disagree, go argue with a wall. They're legit pieces of art. The animation is so unique. It's clever. The stories are great. They're exciting. They're heartwarming. I just fucking love Wallace and Gromit. So yes, I had super high expectations for this film, and it didn't disappoint. This is one of the most fun films of the year, and definitely a worthy addition to this amazing franchise. This movie is just an absolute blast from start to finish. The animation is incredible. I've talked about this in the Chicken Run 2 review, but I just love how you can legitimately see the thumbprints on the claymation, and it has this feel to it that just feels like this film has so much effort and work put into them, which makes the movie feel so unique. It feels like you're watching something extremely special, and that's what it is for Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. But every shot of this movie is just filled with color and creativity. It's just so wonderful to see, and it was just amazing to see these two characters back together on adventures. I've been really tired lately of like all these sequels we've been getting in Hollywood. It feels like we're just getting things that we just remember. But Wallace and Gromit, you can make as many movies as you want. I don't care. I would love to see a million Wallace and Gromit movies. Because it goes back to what I was just saying. You can just tell that the filmmakers really care about these characters and understand like what Wallace and Gromit stands for a lot of people. So there is so much effort that are put into these films. And I love the story here. It's so much fun. It pokes fun at AI and technology, and something happens throughout the film where Wallace kind of has to get back to his roots. Kind of like that situation in Spider-Man Homecoming where Peter loses his suit and he has to remember what it's like to be Spider-Man again. That's like the best comparison I can give, and I really liked how the story kind of dove into that. And the pacing here is ferocious. It's non-stop. It's so much fun, but it kind of goes into one of the issues I have with this film. There is not one dull moment in this movie, and that is a compliment. But I have to say, there are moments where I feel like they should have let the movie breathe a little bit. Like, sometimes it felt like things were happening way too fast. If you compare it to The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, that had perfect pacing. There are moments where you felt like you're taking a break a little bit, but you're never bored. With this film, it's just nonstop. It doesn't feel like you ever get a break, which some people may like. And like I said, it is a lot of fun. But there are parts where I felt like we should just be like, all right, guys, let's chill out a little bit. And this film is very clever, but I just don't think it hits the same heights of creativity and just perfection as The Were-Rabbit or The Wrong Trousers. That's kind of an unfair comparison because I think those are perfect and those are just all-time classics. But it is in the same franchise, and it is the first feature film we've had since Were-Rabbit, so it is hard not to compare. And this film is a lot of fun. It's another great, worthy Wallace and Gromit adventure. I just don't think it hits the same heights as those other two. And story-wise, there's definitely parts where it just feels like a longer version of The Wrong Trousers, but honestly, whatever. But that's all the negative things I want to say about this film because it's just so wholesome. It's so fun. Wallace and Gromit have the best dynamic. It's amazing and so clever where Gromit doesn't speak, but he's like the smart one when it comes to social things and just being aware. Where Wallace is a genius inventor, but he just feels like he gets into dumb predicaments all the time. So I really just love that dynamic, and it was great to see Feathers McGraw back. He does some really great and clever and funny shit here. So if you're a big fan of The Wrong Trousers, I think you'll be excited about that. I don't know. These Wallace and Gromit properties just feel like they're on a different level compared to other things. They never miss. They're always great. And that is what I feel like about Vengeance Most Foul. If you're a big Wallace and Gromit fan, you're going to have so much fun with this movie. I just wouldn't get your hopes up to where it's like this is gonna be the same thing as the Were-Rabbit. It's not, but it's still a solid and super fun, clever, funny Wallace and Gromit adventure. I'm gonna give Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Fowl 8 Davey Daves. I know this movie's coming to Netflix, so everyone's gonna be able to see it, but I wish this had a theatrical release. I feel like Wallace and Gromit have earned and deserve a theatrical release, but I understand. So, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Fowl. Let me know what you guys thought of it once you've seen it. I'm curious to hear, and thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Dave's Takes.